Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. 47. We go 46. 26.
First down, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught right side. It turns. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He finds Hearns left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the try here for the point after. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the... They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side caught by Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Blue, blue, blue.
Here's Trubisky. He'll check it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Demarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Again to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 47. 26.
A handoff left to Elliott. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
46, 46. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
47.
Here's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
We'll go 46. 26.
Now Prescott being chased out left. He may try and run for this. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
There you go. 480. Then we're going to 53. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
There you go. 26.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Lock in, lock in. Red, up. Hey, 18. Red, up.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. following the interception. Here's Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Elliott. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 104 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott completes it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Prescott now. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
46.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Prescott. He's got it to Hearns. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
We go 47. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Red, up. Blue. Yep.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Back now at FedEx Field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, this is Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Red, up!
Geis with a carry on second down. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Third down, here's Geis. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Trubisky will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Move.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Move. 18. Red, up.
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Red, up. Let's go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Cowboys on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Get out, get out. Good.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Ioannidis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the